Tonight we're searching for the spirits of deceased children and the old gentleman who still sits at this very bar. Welcome to the Wharf.
Built in 1771, the Wharf was once known as the Iron Warehouse, and it's as old as the very canal basin it's located on. Many people believe it to be the oldest surviving canal warehouse in the country today. It was a busy building in its heyday, supporting cranes and other various lifting equipment to aid the many workers whose jobs it was to load and unload the heavy cargoes of a constant stream of canal boats that carried goods up and down the country on this busy, newly built stretch of water.
It was, once upon a time, well, it was actually like a depot, wasn't it, where the canal boats on the River Severn would come through. And this back wall room full of cranes and boats would have basically delivered their stock here, etc. And it was a bit of a depot, wasn't it? A bit of a workstation. And these are the original stone walls. They actually had the ropes wrapped around here when they were pulling the canal boats in. That's interesting, bit of history there.
In the early 19th century, offices and a lockkeeper's house were incorporated into the building. Today, the Wharf has been restored to its former glory and functions as a beautiful bar, restaurant and hotel, though some visitors get more than they bargained for.
Hi guys, welcome to the Wharf. We're starting tonight's tour in room number 3. We're going to focus mainly downstairs tonight, but in this room there has been some strange activity. This is part of the new part of the building, so why we don't know. But the owners have mentioned that the TV turns itself on. They haven't had guests in here for a long time yet. Still, when they come and check on the room, the TV turns on. It's also been questioned whether the lights in the bathrooms coming on, the door moving. So we've decided to set a locked off camera, as you can see in the corner up there, covering the whole of this area. Both the doors, the TV, the door, the light, and we've also set a little motion sensor up by the door, as you can see here. Obviously I'll go out in a bit, and if that comes on, that'll be interesting. We're not going to investigate in here tonight. I'm just going to leave locked off camera going while we focus on downstairs and just see if we get anything interesting. If you want to follow me downstairs, we're going to have a look around investigating tonight.
Okay.
Welcome to the bar area. This is where the main investigation is going to take place tonight. There's been quite a lot of activity in here that's been reported by guests. There's a regular clairvoyant that comes in here. The owners themselves sense things and feel uncomfortable, one of which won't actually come down of an evening. What we're aiming to do tonight is to try and collate evidence to see if we can correspond it with what clairvoyant's been saying, what people have been witnessing, etc. So some of the stories, there's claimed to be a young boy that plays under these stairs with marbles. So as you can see, we've got one of our laptop cameras set up, some trigger objects, marbles down there. We'll keep an eye on that camera and see if we get anything tonight. Also known that there's young children that are said to play actually through here as well as the boy. Unfortunately, who tragically died in the river many years ago. We've also put more trigger objects. Henry and Elizabeth, as we normally do. We've got a thermal imaging camera on them, monitoring that. Another camera set up just to monitor that, see if anything happens. Obviously the doll's been much older, it's more the same sort of period they would have been alive and playing, so hopefully there'll be something familiar there for them. As always, we've locked we've locked the place up with our lots of cameras. We've got one there covering the whole of that side of the room. We've got this one here covering all this side of the room, as you can see. And also, we've actually got a locked off camera set up upstairs, which I'll go and show you now. This is the area where a lot of the guests and drinkers of the pub have witnessed strange things. So we're going a bit with the Singapore theory here. We've got half a pint of ale here sat on the table next to the REM Pod is on. So we'll see if anybody wants to come and have a drink with us, if they'll come and sit at this table with us tonight. Another locked off camera set up, recording the whole of this upstairs area. Another phenomenon which is quite common here is there's said to be a man who sits at the bar. There's an elderly gentleman that actually sits here. You can see him sitting here, actually in the chairs here. He's sitting here, just watching over the place. There's reference to having a cane, a stick or a cane. And there's also references to whips, the sound of whipping, which I suppose could have taken place. This has been reported by a few people, including the clairvoyant, so that's something else we'll be monitoring tonight. Right, let's get to it.
Right guys, so what we're going to do, we're going to start with a spirit box session, and we're going to start it on the stairwell, which will go up to the balcony at the top. The reason why we're going to start this here is because we're going to look to communicate with the spirits of the deceased children first. So there's been a lot of talk, as we've already mentioned now, about marbles being played, which is just literally beneath me. And also the owners earlier, they kind of spoke to us and said that they get the feeling of there's sort of a rushing feeling of kids walking and running around them, and it's all happening in this sort of area basically. So we're going to start with a spirit box and see if we can capture anything on this. So I'd like to call out and ask if there's anyone here with us. Can you make yourself known on the device in my hand, please?
Sound like a voice of the earth.
Huh?
Sound like a male voice of the earth.
What the hell was that? Did you hear that?
I did. Don't know if it's one of the machines behind the bar or something, I don't know.
Fucking groan.
I don't know. Carry on with the spirit box, mate, see if anything comes through.
Did you just make a groan sound? You did, can you do it again please?
What the hell was that?
Is that you that made that noise? Please talk to us in this box. Well, we understand there were children who unfortunately lost their lives. Are there any children here with us tonight? Psychic knows that you're here and can sense your presence.
Something's trying to talk for that.
Huh?
Something's trying to talk for that. You can hear it trying to talk. Keep it going.
Can you speak up, please? Because we need to hear you. Come on, use your energy to say a clear message to us. Are you one of the children that lost their lives?
She's skunked. I can tell if I something beginning with T. Can you give us your name?
Did you die in the river? How did you die?
What did that say?
Water.
I thought it said I'd drown. Water. Did you die in the water?
Did you drown? If you're a boy, little boy, that girl.
Yeah, I think that's it, really. Tell us your name. Say it slowly to us. Tell us your name.
Are you a boy or a girl? Could you please tell us?
That's definitely a boy's name. That was a girl.
Could you tell us your name, please? We're here to play with you. We bought some friends, we bought 2 dolls. And we've also bought some marbles, because I've heard you like marbles. The psychic lady told us.
You want to play with the marbles. You can take them. You can keep them.
Can you move them for us? Pick one up. Why don't you roll it towards us? Well, we've heard from a psychic lady that you like to play with marbles, so you're more than welcome to join in. We'll play with you.
My name's Nathan, and this is Brian. You don't mean any harm. I'm just going to communicate with anybody that's here. If there is anybody here, can you come forth and tell us your name? I hear answers, but I can't make it out. It's that quick. I need to...
Would you like to use my energy to come through further on this box? I give you permission to do that, Spirit.
Try slowing the thing rate down, the sweep rate very slowly. I know we don't normally do this,
Okay.
but it sounds like answers are trying to come through, but it's struggling. Almost getting bits. Just try slowing the sweep rate ever so slightly. Come forth and tell us your name. Tell us a Brian.
Can you tell us your name, please?
We should be able to hear you clearer now.
Keep going cold at it.
There's 2 distinct voices that's coming through.
Where are you in the pub? Where are you in this building? anything trying to come through?
Yeah, I thought it was.
Are you with us now in this room?
I'll ask you again, can you tell us how did you die? Tell us how you died. Did you drown? Did you drown in the water?
How many spirits are there? How many children are here with us now? How many spirits are in this room? How many children are in this room with us?
Let's feed it back up again. No one in this building means you any harm. You're safe here. We only want to talk to you.
We only want to talk and we're happy to play. Want to play a game together? We'll play some marbles.
I'm going to roll a marble along the floor. I want you to roll it back to me, please. Can you roll that marble back to me, please? Come on, roll it all the way back to me. I don't want to play on my own. See if you can roll it to my finger. I bet you can't hit my finger with it. Roll the marble. Do you see the marble, Matt?
Yeah.
Roll it back to me, buddy.
I'm going to roll it back now myself.
This is what we want you to do.
You have a go now?
I'm sure that spirit box just said marble. I'm sure the spirit box just said marble. I'm going to roll it again. Roll it back to me. It's your turn now. It's your turn now. We've shown you how to do it. Come on, roll that marble back.
So I'm going to have another go myself. Watch this one more time. I'm going to roll it back to Nathan. Are you going to join in now?
Right, I'm going to roll it in between us. Choose who you want to roll it to. Roll it to me or Brian.
Roll it towards me. I'm ready to catch it. Well, use your energy. Prove that you're here to us.
Come on, move the marble. I'll tell you what we'll do. I'm going to put a marble in this chair.
Do you want this one here?
On this chair there. Find somewhere. If you want to play with a marble, any point, come play with that marble. We'll leave it there. If you want to play with that one instead of the ones on the floor, you can see we've just placed it on the chair for you. So there's nothing to be afraid of. Yeah. Okay, so if you want to play with the marble, play with that one. What was that?
Did you hear that as well?
No, that wasn't from behind the bar.
That was like over there.
Like an exhale. Could be someone.
So perhaps, do you think it's worth looking, for the bloke? The man that drinks at the bar?
Yeah, I'm just going to grab an EVP device. Right, I'm going to head over to the bar. This is where an old man is said to sit. Go to a few EVPs. Please tell us your name and why you sit here, why you remain at this bar. Did you work here? Or did you live here? The object I'm holding can't hurt you. It's just a way of communicating with you. Please come forth and speak into the object I'm holding. Tell us your name or any details about yourself. How did you die? Please tell us your name and why you sit here, why you remain at this bar. Did you work here? Or did you live here? The object I'm holding can't hurt you. It's just a way of communicating with you. Please come forth and speak into the object I'm holding. Tell us your name or any details about yourself. How did you die? I'm feeling drawn to upstairs. Before I do, it's no secret on our investigations we've had quite a lot of activity with our dolls, haven't we? So while we're here, let's try this. Henry, Elizabeth, if you want to communicate with us, now's your chance. The object I've put on your lap is your means to communicate. Speak to us through it. Speak into it. Tell us what you want to tell us. Henry, Elizabeth, if you want to communicate with us, now's your chance. The object I've put on your lap is your means to communicate. Speak to us through it. Speak into it. Tell us what you want to tell us. Interesting. Nothing.
Nothing? Nobody wants to talk then?
Nothing. There were a few responses to a spirit box. I don't know why. Something tells me one of the responses said Tom. I was hearing Tom and Sarah, but I could be totally... I don't know why.
Okay. We'll analyse them and review them and see what we can find from that.
Yeah, that's one.
I thought
I'd say that now, just because if it collates, then at least I say I've heard it at the time.
What do you fancy doing next? Because I've got an urge to do something.
What are you fancying?
Honestly.
Yeah.
A very small break from what we normally do. I just want to call out. I genuinely feel.
Yeah. Where do you want to do it?
Either the balcony, I want to either get something's attention up there, or I want to get something's attention over there. At the moment, I feel like I'm being circled.
Really?
well, I feel like, how can I put this?
Why don't
I feel like I've got watching eyes.
Why don't I head up to the balcony? You stay down here, and we'll ask a few questions.
Why I couldn't do it with good luck. I knew that they were both dead, but I couldn't just clear off and leave the camp. And for one thing, I didn't know anything about them except for their first names, Joe and Simon.
I don't know. Just the back end of the room, I just feel like the stage.
Staying well away from the REM Pod.
Yeah.
I'm up here on the balcony. What took place on this balcony? Why do people feel so uneasy up here? I tell you what, just standing up here, I feel really sick.
Do you?
I don't know why.
There's a fair few people that say they don't, like you say, don't feel easy when they're up there.
I feel out of breath and a little bit sick. I wonder. God, I've got a feeling. Come forth now and tell me, was anybody hung here? Was anybody hung from one of these rafters? Or off this balcony? Is that why I'm feeling breathless? Mate, I've got goosebumps.
Have you?
I swore I heard the sound of, like, you know, the ropes like
Yeah.
moving on wood.
Well,
I don't know why, I've just got a really, really weird, strong feeling
you don't look very happy.
that somebody's been hung here, or hung themselves.
You don't seem very happy at the moment, I'll give you that. Seems like you've changed.
The best way to describe it, I feel like sort of on an aircraft and my feet are not touching the ground.
Well, just remind me, the staircase here,
Yeah.
you said there was the original brickwork and there was something to do with ropes?
That brickwork there, they
Yeah.
had ropes on them, which they used to pull the canal barges in.
So you know that sound that you just said you heard?
It does sound, yes.
That's what went through my mind when you said it, although you are, if you
But
sense...
I'm wondering if this was like that and there was hoists and God knows what from these beams.
Yeah.
Did somebody get hung? Was it on purpose? Was it accidental? Is that
That's the question.
what's causing the activity? I have. Let me play it back. I don't know why, I've just got a really strong feeling, I can't explain it. Nothing's been said like that. But since I've mentioned it, I've stopped feeling breathless and I've stopped feeling sick.
Okay.
Are you feeling?
I'm going to sit down for a bit.
I'm up here on the balcony. What took place on this balcony? Why do people feel so uneasy up here? I tell you what, just standing up here, I feel really sick. I don't know why. sick. I wonder. God, I'm gonna feel it. Come forth now and tell me, was anybody hung here? Was anybody hung from one of these rafters? Or off this balcony? Is that why I'm feeling breathless?
I can hear you sounding breathless.
I've got goosebumps. I could have swore I heard the sound of the ropes like moving on wood. I don't know why, I've just got a really, really weird, strong feeling. Somebody's been hung here, or hung themselves. The best way to describe it, I feel like sort of my aircraft and my feet are not touching the ground.
Not noticing anything strange on the EVP.
I don't know why, I've just got a really strong feeling. Somebody was hung here. Since I've mentioned it, I've stopped feeling sick. There's been a couple of times I thought I saw like a bit of a black shadow behind you, which is why I was just taking a load of photos.
When did you see it out of interest? Because go on.
I saw it once, just before I got the camera out to their photos.
Yeah.
The reason I did. And when I was taking them, you know when your phone focuses a few seconds before it takes the photo?
Yeah.
I'm sure I saw one right behind you, but then as it took the photo it was gone.
Did you happen to see one before I sat down?
No.
Okay.
The only thing I thought I saw out the corner of my eye was down by the bar. But this black shadow is big. It's as tall as you and as wide as me.
Yeah, I sat down because I started getting a bit of a back pain. But it just felt like, I don't know, on my left shoulder I felt like a bit of like somebody touching me. Don't know whether it's just like, I don't know, my imagination to be honest, but I've started to get that sort of touching sensation on my left shoulder and a pain in my lower back, which is also on the left side.
Okay, that's interesting.
So that's why I sat down.
So I thought I saw something behind you and you had a pain in your back.
Basically, yeah, but it's lower back.
You have asked something to come forth and use your energy.
Would you like to use my energy to come through further on this box? I give you permission to do that, Spirit. I've never had to sit down, I don't think, like this before. I just feel like I need to have a breather.
Well, I'm wondering, I know those are the original stairs. I know they've moved position, but they're the original stairs coming to the same balcony.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if this was a work area as such, if maybe this is where a foreman or a manager or somebody in control would have watched over,
Possibly.
overseeing what was taking place.
Yeah.
And if maybe that's what, there's a sensation of being watched from up here potentially. There's quite a few times I've been looking up, and now I'm stood here, like I said to you a minute ago, I felt like there was someone next to me on my peripheral. Interesting. Is anybody up here with me? Take a seat. What's this table? Take a seat. Take a drink. Touch this device here, it can't hurt you. Makes a noise. It's my way of knowing you're here. Go touch that for me.
That's me. Sorry.
Take a seat at the table. Over here and speak.
Did you move that then?
Yeah, it's been up on the table. I was just doing that to check it. But, just like this again, so it doesn't pick up the blanket. Does anyone here come and speak? Come and speak to me. Come and take a sip of the drink. Come over and speak to me. Tell me your name.
Or, ooh, or, that was really interesting.
Speak into the device I'm holding. The object in my hand. It's a recorder. So if you speak right into it, you can tell me a message. And I'll be able to play it back and hear you. You have to speak right into it. Use all the energy you can. If you don't want to speak, but you just want to let us know that you're here, come and touch the light on the table. It will light up and make a noise. It's our way of knowing that you're here. We want to know what took place up on this balcony. I feel very, very on edge up here. The whole place I feel quite comfortable in it. The whole place I feel quite comfortable in. But up here, I feel very ill at ease.
See, we differ there, because I'm the opposite. I feel pretty.
I feel like something bad happened up here. I don't know why. I just get the feeling something bad's happened up here. What's that?
See, all I feel is that when we're up here, it's all we keep. Yeah, we just keep hearing noise. Don't know. No, it would have made a louder noise than marble.
That. Did you have the camera on me? Oh, that camera would have picked me up. I haven't moved.
Brilliant. Okay. Good. That's what we want.
Okay.
I was going to say, because I didn't have
went
this
like
one.
That wouldn't set it off, look.
You do that again?
I literally, for me to set that off, I have to do. That's how close I have to get. So me doing that would not set it off.
Can you do that again, please? Can you light up the device on the table? Take a sip of the drink.
What was I saying when that happened?
About the marble falling. Again, another distraction technique though, isn't it? Let's go and check out the marble.
And then that goes off.
And then that goes off. But it's a distraction.
That's not me.
Are we right? Is it a distraction?
Is it a distraction? Is that what you're doing? I've gone icy cold.
And me.
Can you see the goosebumps?
No, I can't, but I've gone freezing.
Can you see them with the thingy? I've literally gone icy cold. Will that pick up the goosebumps?
I don't know, to be honest. Alright, so you've got our attention now.
There's a distraction going on.
You're trying to get our attention down there by making a noise, but then you're saying you're up here.
Is it kids playing?
Come on, touch your device again, let us know that you're here still.
Thank you for touching the device. Thank you for touching the lights on the table.
Have you warmed up again? I don't feel so cold.
I don't feel so cold.
I don't feel so cold, but I feel like I'm on edge.
I felt like something went through
Oh no,
me.
I've gone cold again.
I don't know why, because it wasn't fear, but I felt like something went through my body. You know when like you've been outside for a while and the chill goes through you?
Yeah, but this is what the owner was saying earlier.
The thing is, it's a nice temperature in here. Well,
Yeah.
the thing is, like, what, 15 somewhere?
And we're wearing jackets.
And we're wearing jackets. It's not cold in here at all. I honestly feel like something has taken place up here.
I feel like I've got something touching my back again.
I've gone cold again.
Right, that's enough of your distraction.
Can you come and touch this device again? Come and touch the light on the table again for us. Show us it wasn't a fluke.
Go on,
Do you want us to go down and look for the marble?
prove it to us.
We're going to go down and look at see if the marble's there. If you want us to stay, touch the light.
Stop touching my back, because I can feel it. Go and touch your light on the table instead.
sounds really weird, but you know, you stood there.
Yeah.
I'm looking up at you.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
And I don't know if it's my imagination or what. I'm looking. You know, you're slightly swaying.
Yeah.
It's almost like there's a noose around your neck and you're hanging.
Okay.
And that sounds really weird, but in my heart, that wasn't me again. Look. And that sounds really weird, but in my heart, that wasn't me again. Look.
Okay. So why am I going cold again?
That couldn't have been me. Look, I'm moving my. Okay.
It's what you're saying, which is doing it.
That couldn't have been me. Look, I'm moving my. Okay.
It's what you're saying, which is doing it.
Oh, it's just gone through me.
Yeah, and me.
Oh, it's just gone through me. Something that's just
And
gone
me.
through me.
It's going through both of us.
Literally just
I've
gone
got to
through
sit
me.
down. I've got to sit down again.
Something has properly just gone through.
Whoa, whoa. What the fuck just touched me there?
I saw something go across there.
It's, okay, no, it's alright, it's a chair. Okay, it's a chair. Literally, that was a physical touch. I can't see what I'm doing.
I felt like something cold just went straight through me.
Have you got a torch on you? I can't see what I'm doing, mate. I feel really disorientated. Just bear with me.
Right, I'm going to ask a few more EVP questions because this is where we've had the most activity so far. You feeling what I'm feeling now?
I haven't felt it when I was down there. Apart
I know
from...
you said you didn't feel anything up here, but
No, I feel it.
corrected.
Now I'm up here, I do. But I'll be honest with you, I'm feeling something I haven't felt ever before. And that's like physical sort of pain, I think. It's normally you.
You're drained.
A little bit drained, but it's mainly my back. I feel like I've had a right, proper left
See,
hook.
that's a sign that somebody's trying to pour on your energy.
Left kidney.
I almost felt like there was not a connection between me and you, but the energy between us. When I was asking those questions.
Again, it's what you're saying that is responding.
It is responding to what I'm saying.
Were you between me and Nath? Did you hear anything then?
No, I don't think so. That's it.
You don't answer me, do you? You don't reply to me.
When you were stood there, mate, it looked like, I don't know if it's my imagination running wild or subconscious, but the way you were just gently swaying from side to side while holding the camera, oh mate.
I can hear something behind me. And
I just looked behind you there and I thought there was something there. The same time you scratched, I thought there was someone stood there. I thought there was someone stood there.
It's what you're saying that is responding to what you're saying.
I thought there was someone stood there.
Ask.
Is there somebody stood there? Was there? But it's not responding to my questions, it's when I'm talking to you.
It's when you're talking to me, but it's
picking
the
up on what we're
context.
saying. It's listening to what we're saying. There's something very, very aware.
It seems.
How weird is that? I looked there at exactly the same point because I thought there was somebody there at the same time you jumped.
You know when you hear like
a beat.
You know when you hear a crinkle of like someone scratching your clothing, and you hear the.
It's responding to you now. Oh, I heard that.
There's a boss in there, which I think you're feeling. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
There's a foreman going, what the hell are you doing?
Whatever it is, it's up here. Strong.
Yeah.